The first way you'll restore your churches, and you really will restore this, is you need to understand the light principalities and powers. We're the light. You must display light in your church. You must display the teachings of light. What light is. What it means to be on the side of light. What is required of you to be in the light of the truth. And you teach these teachings through the light principalities and powers. It's all principalities and powers. And then teach the gifts that you can develop if you know. If you don't, then you're a false church. You should know these things. You should know the principalities and powers, and you should know the laws. That's why he says, study my laws day and night. Meditate on it. Stop playing with me. Now the mission is to convince the fallen angels. That was the mission. To teach them. The ones that are lost. Those are the ones that God wants to get back to the understanding. Okay? He doesn't want to kill his angels. That's the last thing he wants to do. That's why it's the last thing in the Revelations. It's him killing the angels. Because he doesn't want to do it. It's his creation. He created it. He doesn't want to destroy something he created. He just wants you to obey and listen to the commands. That's why he gave us 10 commandments. We're not talking about rocket science here. Are we shooting rockets to the moon? Slingshotting backward, you know? We need to go back home. Think about these things. You need to teach about the constellations. The ones that are of the light. If you know where they are. I'm not going to tell you where it is. That's why they said I would own my own church. Because my church would have teachings. We'd actually be interacting with each other and getting down to business on a dry eraser board. Even a chalkboard. We'd have all these boards. We'd have a projector screen up with some verses of where you could find the valley of the shadow of death, and then explaining what the valley of the shadow of death is. Talking about how they're demonic entities beyond the physical realm, and they're spiritual beings with spiritual bodies. If you would know these things, I would know this because I got the photographic evidence to prove what I'm talking about to be true. And then I would pull the evidence out and show them the evidence of a demon. You can't do that because you don't have the evidence, my buddy.